everybody and welcome. I want to share with you today a technique that I learned a few weeks ago from Home Talk, and it's something that will allow you to transform a lot of items into Faux or fake stone. That's what they say. For me, it's more like, I don't know how to say it. For me, this looks like something you would find at the bottom of a sea, part of the treasure of an old pirate sunken ship. That's how it looks to me, and I am fascinated with this. It's so easy, so easy, and the final result is amazing. I really like it, and I've been trying different items, different materials, sorry, and it works in almost anything and everything except for rubber, but everything else it works perfectly. I'm going to show you first the original recipe and technique that I learned, as I said, from Home Talk. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. I apologize. And then I will show you some other tries, because I tried to make it simpler, even though it is really simple, really simple. But let's get into this. I have this plastic pot from Dollar Tree. It's gray. The first step that I've already done, because it needs to dry, and I didn't want to wait for you to wait for it to dry on camera, of course, is to paint it white. Just brush it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to work on this part of the pot, because otherwise it would take a lot of time. Then I will finish the rest. Once you have painted it and dried it, you need to give it a coat of a color of your preference. You can use whatever color you want. Of course, I prefer gray. As I don't have gray acrylic, I'm going to make it mixing some white acrylic and some black acrylic. The proportions are whatever you want. You have to try till you find the shade of gray or the color you're working with that you like, and you mix them. You can use another container. Of course, I'm doing this here because I'm going to do just a little side of the pot. Then you have to add baking soda to give it some more than texture. Is to make it thicker. The thicker, the better. So again, the proportions are a matter of trial and error. I think I need more paint here, and so I'm adding more white. Come on, baby. And I will add a little bit more of black. By the way, this paint is from the dumpster. My daughter and I are dumpster divers. Our channel is Dumpster Chicks, and you are going to find the link to this channel in the description box. This paint is also from the dumpster, Michael's dumpster, and there are a lot of things I'm going to use here that are from the dumpster. If I remember, I'll let you know for you to see the treasures. But if you can, visit our channel and you will be absolutely in awe. You wouldn't believe the things they throw to the garbage. These are from Michael's, these paints, but we go to many places. Okay, now when you have kind of thick paint, you have to go over the white, but you don't have to brush. You just have to kind of dab it, like so. We are looking for imperfection. Let's put it this way. You know, nothing perfect. So pick up your paint and start dabbing it. The more baking soda you use, the thicker the kind of texture you're going to get once we do the next step. Because this is just, except for the white paint, is a 2 steps technique. Very easy, very, very easy. So now what we need is citric acid, that you can buy it anywhere. I bought it from Amazon, but you can find it in local stores. Again, the proportions are trial and error. Let me tell you, if you want to try first, try on a glass bowl. I tried it first in this glass bowl, and then I didn't want it to be transformed stone. I was just trying the technique. I just washed it, and everything went back to normal, as you can see. So this is the best material, a cup or whatever you have, to try this technique before trying it on the item that you want to get transformed. And then you add water to the citric acid. Sorry. Again, it's up to you the amount of water. I found out that the more water I add, the texture is not the same. I prefer more citric acid, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Let me see if I can use the spoon. It's not easy because this is a big bag that we bought with my daughter, because we used to make bath bombs. So we bought a lot, but I'm not getting much out of this bag. I hope I'm not going to make a mess. Please bear with me. You can always add more water, more citric acid, till you get some consistency. So I like this consistency, so this is what I'm going to use. And what I'm going to do, and you're going to see the magic now, hopefully, before it is completely dry, the paint, I'll start again kind of dabbing, and you can see the magic happening. You just apply it. Then it's going to dry in the gray shade that you used. But at the beginning it has this kind of white or creamy look. You see it? This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. When I was watching the video I couldn't believe it. So easy. Of course then the bubbles settle a little bit, but it's really magic, absolutely magic. And this is all you have to do. This takes like 24, maybe 48 hours to dry, and once it dries you can use it the way you want. I'm going to let it dry here, and you can enjoy something like this. Now I'm going to show you the other things I made. Well, one thing I like is giving some pieces a rusted look. And if you know me already, my favorite I use it as a stain, and I use it as a rusting look liquid. Liquid shoe polish in brown from Dollar Tree. It's amazing. For example, I remember The Little Mermaid. So I remember the fork that she found and that she thought it was a comb. And so I took a fork and I did the whole process. I painted it white, then I did the whole process, and this is what I got. As you can see, you have here a lot of white. I think it's because I use too much baking soda. But in fact, for me, it's not too much because I like these white stains or marks. And then I rusted it with the shoe polish, liquid shoe polish. Another thing I used was this white, okay, I've said this many times, but maybe this is your first time in my channel. I suffer from essential tremors. I have better days, I have worse days. Today is one of the worst because my hands, especially the right one, shakes all the time. It's not serious. It's not Parkinson, fortunately. Well, I try to age or rust this bowl that is from Dollar Tree, and I did the whole process, and I used this liquid shoe polish, as I said, and as you can see, the effect is beautiful. It's perfect. Let me do it inside for you to see it better. You can apply more or less, the whole border, for example. So this is something that is, for me, is very useful. And if you have some piece of wood that you want to stain, you can use it as a stain also, like so. You see the difference? Okay. So that's another tip. And then I thought, what if I don't paint the base in white? And this is what I did here. I just painted it gray, added the citric acid mixed with water, and then stained it. This is a pot that I used for another DIY, and then I left it around. So I tried it, and in this case it worked. This plastic tends to, on this plastic, the paint tends to flakes, make flakes. I don't know how to say it in English, excuse me. You know, it's not my mother language, but I think you know what I mean. But the look is really good. I think that it looks good. Then I took a can that I have left from beans, and I did the same. I didn't paint it white because I was trying it on different materials. I painted gray. I did the citric acid with water, and the result is really, really beautiful. I like it. So I'm going to decorate it later. I rusted the whole border and parts of the can. Then I tried the same thing on glass, not painting it white, just gray and the citric acid, and then the shoe polish. The texture is not so thick, but I like it anyway. This was like translucent. I did this pot. In this pot I directly painted it gray in like little parts, and then added the citric acid to see what happened. And what happened was that the this is clear originally. It's from Dollar Tree, one pot, and these parts you could see through. So I decided that I liked how it looked, so I painted it gray inside, so you can't notice the parts where you would see through, like here and here. If you look closely, you can see that the gray inside is the one you see through here. And I'm going to use it for plants. And then this was it was a pot from Dollar Tree like the other one, but I use it as a half bell. I use the other part as a half bell for DIY, and I ended up with this one that was already spray painted in silver, and so the only thing I did was use the gray paint with the baking soda and citric acid, and then the liquid shoe polish, and it worked. You can still see the silver in the background, but I like it. I'm probably going to use it this way with some plants on a sign, a wood sign or something like that. And the last thing, I think, let me see if I've forgotten something. No, is oh, I think I showed you everything. Oh no, I know, I knew I forgotten something. You see these containers from Dollar Tree? I did two different techniques. On this side, I used the other technique that it was just painting it gray very quickly, like dabbing very quickly, not much, and adding the citric acid. You can see the silver on the back, but I like it. I like it. It's a different way. And then on this side, I use another paint. In fact, I have a gray acrylic paint, but it's satin and almost glossy. And the paint that was used in the video was matte, flat. So I tried to see what was going to happen with glossy paint. I mixed it with white. I added the baking soda. Again, I didn't paint the whole background, but I painted it more. I covered more than in this side. And I kind of like it and don't like it, because you can see the glossy, and it's like it's better when it is flat, you know. But that was the way for me to try different ways to use this technique. And I'm going to show you now how they look once they are decorated. Here is how I imagine some of the items being rescued from the bottom of the ocean. Maybe some treasures from a shipwreck, from a pirate trunk. And now you can see how I decorated them for fall. Hope you like this. Hope you will give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. And also ring the bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Please visit Heidi's channel. Thank you, Heidi, for hosting this amazing challenge. Also, please watch all the videos in the playlist. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in my next one, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.